Buenas, my name is Luz Hernandez and I'm the Executive Director of Philadelphia Hune. Hune is located in North Philadelphia. Hune provides technical assistance, training, and advocacy for parents of children with disabilities, youth with disabilities, and professionals who work with them, in an effort so that the children and the youth can obtain an appropriate education and lead productive lives. As I mentioned earlier, I am a mother of 3 children. My oldest son has disabilities. His name is Andy. When Andy was 2 years old, I was working at a parent training and information center which was located in Philadelphia. As I worked there, I realized the difficulties that I was facing personally and other parents were facing in having their children receive an appropriate education so that they can lead successful lives. As a result, I contacted my supervisor at the time and I spoke to her about the difficulties that the parents were facing. She saw an opportunity for a community parent resource center and talked to me about it. So, we started Hune. We applied in 1998 as a community parent resource center and were funded. And the rest is history. In this video, you will hear directly from other parents of children with disabilities and the young man with disabilities on their journey of learning about special education and how it has affected them and helped them in their educational and long life goals. Bienvenidos. Soy Luz Hernández, la directora de Philadelphia Hune y madre de 3 niños. Hune está localizado en el norte de Filadelfia. Hune le provee a padres de niños con necesidades especiales y jóvenes con necesidades especiales y profesionales que trabajan con ellos con información, asistencia individual y directa en todos los aspectos de educación especial, para que los niños y los jóvenes obtengan una educación apropiada y puedan obtener vidas exitosas. Como mencioné anteriormente, soy madre de 3 niños, 2 niñas y 1 niño. Mi niño Andy es el mayor y él tiene necesidades especiales. Cuando Andy tenía apenas 2 años de edad, yo estaba pasando las mismas dificultades de poder obtener una educación apropiada para mi niño. Así pues, aprendí sobre cómo abogar para mi niño, para ambos mi niño y para otros niños de educación especial. A su tiempo yo estaba trabajando para el Centro de Información para Padres que estaba localizado en Filadelfia. Yo vi personalmente la necesidad de que los padres tenían en conocer los derechos para sus niños de educación especial. Así pues, hablé con mi supervisora y expresé mis preocupaciones. Ella supo sobre el presupuesto para los centros comunitarios para recursos a los padres, mejor conocido como el CPRC del gobierno federal. Ella me trajo a la atención esta propuesta. Yo apliqué para el CPRC en el 1998 y recibimos los primeros fondos y el resto es historia. Usted conozca los derechos para que pueda abogar para los niños y jóvenes educativamente para que puedan lograr sus metas de la vida.
Hello everyone, my name is Michelle Abraham Montgomery and I am a parent advocate and I am also an advocate for Jaden's Voice. I was 21 when I had my son.
My name is Joanna Bustamante and I'm the bilingual training coordinator. And today we have Kalu Robinson and Miss Michelle Montgomery.
Buenos días, I'm Luz Hernandez and I'm the Executive Director of Philadelphia Hune. And with me today I have Tanya Regli.
Buenos días.
And Tanya can introduce herself.
So I'm the Executive Director of the ARC of Philadelphia, but I'm also a parent of a child with autism.
Mi nombre es Juana Zurita y yo estoy tomando las clases en Hune que han ayudado bastante relacionado con los padres con niños especiales.
Mi nombre es Bélica de León, tengo 3 niños, pero uno es de educación especial.
Meetings were amazing and it was kind of like at the time, I know I was dealing with for help, but the pain that I was having because my child had this disability that they kept saying to me at the time, it wasn't about that. And we didn't identify what each person's child disability was. we just knew that we were all there for help, and we just knew that at the end of each session, we all had gained knowledge that we didn't have before we came.
Pues me sentí más positiva porque yo pensaba que todo lo que me decían solamente y no sabía que había más derechos para ellos.
It was so obvious that he was happy and included, and he still needed to have supports, and we had to constantly be thinking creatively, and every step of the way things get more complicated. There's a big difference between 2nd grade and 5th grade. There's a big difference between 5th grade and middle school, and all along the way we were able to come up with new strategies, problem solving, work with the team on, okay, how was he going to manage opening and closing his locker? How was he going to make it to his classes in time?
By being empowered at Hune, learning state and federal laws for children with special needs, learning how to be an advocate for him, learning how to speak up so that people didn't talk at me but to me, identifying that my words and that I had a voice that it counted and that people would listen to me because I was part of the special education team. And so with that, I was able to get the services that it needed and get a great team.
Me ha ayudado a perder ese miedo de preguntar, porque a veces los maestros te dicen, no, solamente esto y eso está pasando, pero uno tiene miedo de preguntar, ¿pueden ayudarme un poco más con él? Él necesita esto, él está actuando así, no sé cómo actuar con él. Entonces ayuda mucho. Ha cambiado mucho porque él ha progresado demasiado. Ahora está diciendo más palabras, se está interpretando más las cosas. Lo ha ayudado demasiado y a mí también. Grandemente, porque ya él se siente como más seguro y hace hasta su tarea, la hace solo, antes no. Y como comparte más con otros niños que siempre estaba como bien aislado.
Kyle has gone a long way. From what you told me, Kyle is now an advocate on behalf of all children with disabilities and youth with disabilities. He is in college. We talk about the best of the best. This is the best of the best world. A parent who is enforced, who just learned so much. She's truly a shining star, who took her child through a journey of autism into a world that he has unlimited potential.
I didn't know what I played. I didn't know what I did at first, but then when I eventually learned that me being a person who's diagnosed with autism, I can actually share my personal views and everything I've went through to make Philadelphia altogether a better place. So the message I want to give out is that it's like sometimes we do have a hard time trying to fully understand ourselves, and that's okay, because I mean I didn't know who I was until much later on, until I was 12. So like, you know, if you don't start now at the beginning, then it'll start somewhere and you will grow to be something much more successful.
Que no tengan miedo, que preguntando uno puede hacer muchas cosas, investigando de ayudas, que a veces uno dice, no, yo no quiero ir a una reunión de mi hijo porque solamente hablan inglés, pero siempre uno tiene que pedir ayuda y decir, yo necesito que alguien interprete lo que yo quiero pedir para mi hijo o lo que me están diciendo de mi hijo, cómo está avanzando. Eso ayuda mucho también en perder ese miedo de que si no me van a ayudar o me van a juzgar por ser hispano o lo que sea.
No crean que están solos. Hay más padres y es bueno la unión entre los padres y seguir compartiendo el mensaje y repartiendo el sí, la semilla, seguir ayudando a los demás.
Really focus on the fact that segregating our children, not having them be part of community, was absolutely a civil rights issue.
Absolutely. It's the worst mistake we could possibly make.
Absolutely. And we do it all the time.
Yes, we do. And as parents, I think one of the most important things that we have to remember, because I'm also a parent of a child with disabilities, is that protecting them doesn't mean keeping them away from everything.
No.
Protecting them means giving them the skills and the tools they need so that they can survive in the community that they belong to, which is the most important thing. They can survive anywhere they want to go, but definitely in the community that they belong to.
And also to listen to what your child is saying, and follow their direction.
When you think about the whole picture, from community to school to home life, it really is about pursuing competence and having high expectations.
Absolutely.
It really is. If you focus on that, everything else will fall into place. And I agree. We're moms first. We're imperfect, but at the end of the day, we're exactly what our children need.